This week it was extremely windy in the marsh. That said, all the other conditions for catching fish were perfect. It was overcast, the weather was great, the tidal flow and tidal level was perfect for catching fish. That said, it's never about a spot or a location when it comes to catching fish. It's always about the conditions. So how can you catch fish in windy conditions from a kayak? Stay tuned, and I'll show you how I did it. So as you look at our first location, I'm anchored out between 2 points of an island. There's 2 small islands on the left and an island on the right, and the water is flowing kind of at an angle. I'm using a DOA Cal Figgy Chicken paddle tail, and so I made this cast, and as I retrieved it back kind of against at about a 45-degree angle to the current, you see I hook into a very nice fish. The key here is that predator fish, like this sea trout you're about to see, hang out in the currents between pinch points. And the reason they do that is bait fish are flowing along with the current, and they're kind of caught up in that current. And sea trout and redfish as predator fish, well, they're always looking for an easy meal. You can see this fish is a lot bigger than I even thought when I initially caught it. And I'm only sitting in 1 foot of water. Sea trout normally don't hang out in that type of condition or water level. They like it much deeper. But like any predator fish, they are always trying to set things in motion so that they can get a meal. And so this particular sea trout was sitting in that current and couldn't resist the paddle tail that I threw at him. So the tip here is to make sure that the wind is at your back, that you have a stakeout pole, and as you fish the current, don't try to just fish it straight, but try to fish it at a little bit of an angle. It makes the bait move in an erratic fashion. I've noticed that the fish can't resist. And you can see this one, he really gulped down that paddle tail. You see the jig head hanging out from his mouth. And he's a lot bigger than I originally thought, a little bit over 19 inches, and it's the perfect kind of fish that you catch in rapids like this. So look for the current, stake out, and it works again and again. In this second fish that I'm catching, you'll see that it was very similar. I'm still in the current. This time I'm protecting myself on the right-hand side by an island. And so the current is moving fast between those pinch points between those 2 small islands. I cast out into the rapids at about a 45-degree angle and retrieved with a straight retrieve the same paddle tail, and I pulled in this nice 19-inch redfish. I had been looking for a redfish. It's my favorite kind of fish and to catch, and this guy was a joy to bring in. A fighter, even at 19 inches, they fight pretty hard. So again, the lesson that I try to follow myself all the time is either use a stakeout pole or protect yourself from the wind with an island. You can't see it in this video, but it's right off to the right of me. I'm staked out just maybe 3 feet away from a little island that's protecting me from the wind. And then cast out into the current at about a 45-degree angle. Again, as you're retrieving, you'll notice that the paddle tail acts a little bit more erratically than it does on a standard straight retrieve because of the angle at which you're retrieving it back in the current. That's where fish like this one hang out, looking for an easy meal from the bait fish that go by. And so this guy ended up being a nice 19-inch sea trout. The slot here in Volusia County is anywhere between 18 and 27 inches. You can keep a redfish in that slot. Nothing under 18 and nothing over 27 for a redfish. This guy was at the low end of the slot, and that's pretty much the best kind of fish if you're going to harvest them. And this one was harvested. Again, the bait that was used here was the same DOA cow figgy chicken off of a jig head. Now in this final catch that you're about to see, it was pretty much the same recipe. I'm parked at an angle to the current, staked out, and I cast this time with a little bit of a different bait. The DOA cow figgy chicken unfortunately snapped off my line, so I tied on a new leader and I tried a different jig head. This jig head is the same type of jig head. It's a DOA cow jig head with a chartreuse color, but the bait is not a DOA cow, although it might look that way. This is a down south lure, chicken of the sea bait, but it's the 3.5 inch version. I normally get the 4.5 inch version, but I ordered and they sent me the wrong one. I decided to try it out and it worked. It got this little guy. But you can see the pinch point there between the island on the right and the island on the left. And bait just kind of flows through this channel and it acts like a funnel. And so I use this technique, especially in windy conditions, to locate and find fish, because you'll never see them tailing. Even though this is only about a foot of water, you'll never really see them tailing when the current is ripping by as strongly as it is. So try out these tips yourself. Find the pinch points between two islands, look for flowing current, park yourself against that current, and cast into it, especially at an angle, and see what you can catch. This guy's kind of slipped off the board. That's one reason why I don't take the hook out until after I've measured the fish and decided what I was going to do with him. He kind of slipped off the board and jumped back in the water for a quick dip. But it ended up being something like a 16 inch, just undersized redfish, a couple inches undersized. So he's going back in the water as quickly as possible. Well, again, I hope these tips really helped you out. Leave some tips in your comments for me so that I can improve myself. And as always, I hope you have a good day on the marsh. Don't forget to subscribe and like these videos if you want to see more.